Alright, 2, 3 up!
Welcome back, guys. Today's video, I am in the middle of a parking lot that is empty, but man, it's gonna be fun to make this video. Holy crap. I don't want to say any cuss words because once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I can try and get monetization, and I don't want them to be like, oh, he's cussing all the time, he can't be monetized, whatever. Obviously, that's not like the main reason I'm doing this, but shoot, like it'd be cool to get monetized. Anyway, that's not the purpose of this video. Today's video is gonna be actually a really deep, philosophical sort of conversation. Something I would be thinking about late at night, like it is right now at 11:30 p.m. That I'd be thinking alone. And you know what? I thought I would bring you guys into the conversation. I think you guys are useful. Let's just get into it. Today I'm gonna be talking about the double personality that you will get if you join the Marine Corps, the military, for that matter. So for me, it was, let's think about it. I guess I can put it this way. When you're 1 to 18 years old, you create an ego for yourself. An ego is your personality and your personhood. Like that is who you are, is your ego. So you create an ego for yourself when you're that age, going up to 18 years old. Now from 18 years old and beyond, if you join the military, I'm using 18 because that's when I joined the military. When you join, you have 3 or 2 months for some branches to make they make a completely different ego of yourself. And now you are conflicting with yourself from that day forward because you have 2 egos. They're creating somebody completely different. When you go in there, they call you disgusting, nasty, and you know what? You actually find yourself disgusting and nasty. By the end of it, you're like, whoa, like I was really like, I wouldn't clean up my bed. I wouldn't like, you know, those are the little things, but like I was like, I wouldn't shout or like scream instead of like just talk normally, like really weird stuff. But like you're actually going to become disgusted with your old self, and that's actually how it's going to be sort of framed. It's like your old self and your new self once you join the Marines or the military. So with that being said, you're going to have that till the day you die. At least that's how I'm viewing it, because that was about almost 4 years ago that I became Marine. So I ended up getting out early. I was 2 years into the Marine Corps and I got out. But yeah, that was a while ago. I'm still dealing with the repercussions of like, I want to be like my old self now because I'm out of the Marine Corps, because I know like, I know that new self, that person I was when I was 18 to 21 is like, it's not gonna be the best fit for the civilian life. So with that, it's how do you do that, you know? How do you become that old person again? Completely. You can't. That new person that you were in the military is always going to be there, and now I'm going to be conflicting with myself. So kind of what I'm going through in life, and you know, kind of proof of this all is I'm still struggling every single day with who I want to be. So think about what you're taught to be in the military. You're taught, I mean, what are all the sayings, at least for the Marines? It's like mind over matter, never leave a man behind, weakness is overrated, like just like things like that, or pain is weakness, leaving the body, like all those little things, right? Those are things that you literally live by in the Marine Corps. So when you get out early for circumstances like I did, where not only was I not able to hack it in the Marine Corps, like I wasn't able to hike and stuff too well, you know, I had some suicidal tendencies, and I think that was mainly caused by like I was having an inner conflict within myself, where I'm like, I know that like my old self was saying like, and my old self, you got to think about what that is too. That's framed by empathy and sympathy and being kind, the fruits of the spirit, because I was raised religiously. I think anybody would raise religiously or not is going to be more kind, sympathetic, empathetic, and all those things, generous before the military. And like you know, when I'm failing those hikes, I try and be empathetic with myself, because I'm like, you literally gave your all. Like I don't know why your new self is saying, come on, just keep pushing until you die. Like you can't just keep pushing until you die. Like there's a reason that people aren't freaking like Olympic athletes, because you'll die before you even become that, because like it's really tough for some people. I wouldn't be able to be an Olympic athlete. All those people that are saying in my unit, they're saying like, why didn't you just pass the hikes? Try and be an Olympic athlete, all right? Like you can't. Try and be that. Why? Mind over matter, dude. So that's the sort of, and those people in my old unit really remind me of that new self, that new ego that was created when I joined the military. It's like that person, and that's really what's going on in my inner head as well. It's just like why can't I do that? And like I really don't believe those things anymore. I don't believe that mind is over matter 100%, and I don't believe a lot of the things that I used to. And now I'm left with a lot of questions, because like, okay, I was taught one thing as an ego and I completely adopted it. Then I was taught another thing and I totally adopted that. So now they're conflicting, and that's where you become suicidal, because you're like, who do I listen to? I don't even know what's right anymore. Am I good? Am I bad? They're telling me I'm bad, but I'm telling me, you know, my old self is saying I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna get out of the military. I'm suicidal now, and I'm gonna get somebody killed by not being able to hike, and here I am now, and I'm still dealing with it. And I think that I'm gonna deal with it till the day I die, which is scary, but I think that's just something that happens with anything that really happens bad in life, right? Whatever it is, it shapes you into who you are, and you become a new person. If it really was tough on you. Guys, again, I don't know what I'm talking about here. I appreciate you listening, though. I really do. Leave in the comments if you have any thoughts on this. I'm sure there's a lot of things. I really am curious if you guys have any thoughts on this. Try and give me advice as well. You guys are really like my therapist, so just being honest. Leave some comments, either your support or just be straight up with me. What do you think? Leave a like if you enjoyed, leave a dislike if you didn't, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.
Yeah, there's the two hounds.